Hello everybody, this is Waldorf,
This is Statler,
and today we're looking at Battle Report 88,
088.
closing in on 100. Warriors, the Orcs and Goblins versus the Warriors of the Dark Gods.
The poo pie versus the mini arrowed thing.
Like a throwing star, it's a ninja thing.
Kind of like that. So when they have the 7 gods, I guess I'll have 7 arrows.
They won't be arrows, copyright infringement.
Yeah.
They can't use arrows.
Can't use arrows.
Can't
yeah.
use arrows. It's been used before. This is
They may have to give up on pictures totally because,
pictures have been used before.
GW uses pictures. And,
It does. They use letters and type too,
yeah,
so.
exactly. It's going to be tough. Braille. That's the future.
Braille.
Gaming in Braille.
This was the first game of a 3-game tournament at Huzzah Hobbies. So a little quick one-day tournament we did. The idea, this was a 5,000 point tournament. The idea was to kind of do a warm-up tournament for the Carolina SmackDown 2-day tournament that was coming up in September.
Right.
But that got canceled. So
Oh, really?
yes.
Ah.
So we got to play a few 5,000 point games.
And it was 5,000 point games, so everybody got everything they wanted.
Everybody got everything they wanted.
And the games went longer.
And games went longer, and part of that was my fault. I was running the tournament. We had an odd number, so I played and got involved in games and wasn't quite keeping up with things like I should.
I see.
And so we also ordered in pizza between the first and second games,
Right.
and that arrived late, so there was a big delay in there.
Okay.
But anyway. But overall, I think people came to said they had a good time. It did run a bit late, but they said that.
Well, they have to be nice to us because we'll say bad things about them on the.
Correct. I mean, this is my
On
tournament.
YouTube.
I mean, they can't badmouth me too much, or it comes out here.
We'll post pictures and
I got very unflattering pictures of most of them.
exactly when we got nicknames all set up.
So, moving on.
Do not cross us.
Fair warning.
Yes, or you will receive darts from the balcony.
So this is my 5,000 point list. Goblin King, Crown of the Cavern King, the Crown of Autocracy. So he's a leadership 9 with an 18-inch bubble.
With a double crown.
Double crown. And
I want to see. I want to see this on your
greater
figure.
shielding.
Your figure has double crowns, right?
He does. You just can't see it because it's very small. Other than that, he's got heavy armor and a shield and a
Okay.
hand weapon.
Okay,
On the bright side, he gets parry
there you go.
because it's a mundane weapon and shield.
Yes, so he's not for fighting.
He ain't, no. Goblin Chief, who is a common goblin. Both these are common goblins. Common Goblin Chief, who's the BSB, he has the Banner of Discipline. Light armor and a shield and a hand weapon.
Once again, not for fighting.
No, he does not belong in a fight. Cave Goblin Chief with the Pan of Protection Pension, Dragon Scale Helm and a lance and a shield. He's riding a Cave Gnasher.
Wish it was Pan of Pinch and Protection.
Protection Pension.
Yeah.
You're stealing the protection.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway.
I like to pinch the protection.
Another one with the lance, Dragonfire Gem, and a shield on a giant Cave Gnasher. These guys are fantastic pieces in this army.
Yes, they are.
Cave Goblin Witch Doctor. Sorry, just a regular common Goblin Witch Doctor. 4 spells of Pyromancy, Book of Arcane Power, and he's a Wizard Master.
Okay.
Where they go? 40 common goblins, musician, standard, war banner, 3 shady gits. That should be 2, not 3.
So 2 shady gets.
2 shady gits, and bows.
So the challenge
Hand
masters.
weapon, shield, bows.
The-
Yes. 2 units of 30 cave goblins with musicians, standards, and 2 mad gits each. 2 units of 5 feral orc boar riders. These are the common, not common, but the core ones,
okay.
not the head bashers.
Right.
They have musicians, light lances, and shields. So they have a 4-up armor, 6-up ward.
Oh, risk taker with
What?
the frenzy.
With the frenzy, yeah. I mean, the idea is to point them out away from things and use them as scoring.
Yeah.
That's the idea. I cannot manage to do that. 5 common goblin raiders, where they had light lances and bows. 4 cave trolls, 2 gargantulas, a skewerer, 2 git launchers, and a splatterer.
Okay. Slightly shooty.
It's a very shooty list. I'm at my 100. Actually, I came up. My total points was like 4,902, somewhere in there. So I had 8 more points. I said, "Oh, I can add a goblin." I said, "No, I can't, because I've got 100 goblins with bows,
Yes.
and I cannot add another one." So anyway,
That's a 5-point magic item.
what's that? Find a 5-point
Yeah.
magic item. Yeah, okay, that's true. I guess there is none. Minimum is 10 now,
Yeah.
because they doubled. Anyway, I do not have a list for my opponent, but we'll go over it when we see his army. Rolled up Enveloping Embers, which is fantastic against the Warriors of Dark Gods army because they're all toughness 4 with armor.
These cards are very monochromatic.
I got the color ones. I've got them. I finally got them printed. They're not ready though. Flaming Swords, which is good for this one. Cascading Fire.
So you're going to print them up just in time for the new.
Just in time for them to be outdated.
Yeah.
Correct. That's my plan.
That's how it works for me.
The Pyroclastic Flow, Fireball Ring, and of course the attribute. Okay.
Fireball ring.
Yeah, well, my BSB. That wasn't listed. Was
I didn't see that. I was
it was not
wondering about that
listed.
actually.
The BSB has the Fireball Ring.
Okay.
So you can see what he has over here. He's got 10 warriors of starting from the left. He has 10 warriors of chaos.
Okay. Warriors of the Dark Gods.
Warriors of the Dark Gods. These are the what are they? The unmarked.
Okay.
Another 10 unmarked Warriors of the Dark Gods. Huge unit of dogs. 8 of them, I guess. It's not huge, but
Yeah.
one thing he does is he names all his models.
I see that.
He's very proud of his
see
models.
that.
Moving on, he's got his BSB back here on the back, riding a beastie of some sort. The whatever the Chaos Beast is they ride. 10 more Warriors of Dark Gods squeezed in back there. Those are I think
It's 5 of them. Wow.
I
Okay.
believe these are Wrath. 5 of the Juggernauts. What are they now? The
I don't remember.
Okay.
Juggers. I don't remember what they're called.
big
No.
scary things.
Yeah.
The War Throne
Those are Fenris wolves for from 40K.
from 40K.
Yeah.
They do look good though.
Yeah.
War Throne. There's
Oh, he's playing the. Oh, that's an old Empire.
War Wagon.
War wagon.
It
yeah,
is.
you don't see many of those.
Yes. Another guy back here, or this guy's on a disc, so what he's got is this helicopter thing for him. He's got this helicopter contraption he rides.
Counts as a disc. Okay.
Counts as a disc.
It's an old. Looks like an old dwarf gyrocopter converted.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he also has his general here on a whatever the war beast is, war thing they have. The monstrous beast, not the giant thing. It's a monstrous beast.
Okay.
10 more Warriors of Chaos, 8 more dogs.
Warriors of the Dark Gods.
Warriors of the Dark Gods, 8 more dogs. That's what I said, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Sure.
So,
Clearly, we're using your terrain.
this is my terrain.
Hey.
Well, this is my tournament. This is
Yes.
my terrain on all the tables.
Okay.
And you can see on my side, he dropped his whole army because he wanted to go first.
Okay.
And we're doing the deployment where
As you're so shooty, I can see why.
we're forward I'm forward on the flanks. I'm sorry, I'm forward in the center and back on
And
the
back
flanks.
on the flanks, and he's the opposite.
Yes, correct. He's
Okay.
forward on the flanks. I didn't take advantage of that much in the center because I didn't want to be close to him.
Yes. Yes.
Especially when I didn't know at the point when I chose sides, but I figured if I don't go first, I really don't want it there. Anyway, so you can see because of where he deployed, you saw in the last picture, he's deployed everything on the left of that tower.
You went to the opposite
I
side.
went to the opposite side with my boar riders because the idea they can sweep around, maybe hit somebody on the flank, or just stay over there out of the way,
Yeah.
which is probably the preferable method for them.
Keep them safe till the last turn.
Keep them safe. Moving across, and in the far corner, because of where he placed his dogs, I placed this war machine in the far corner simply because it's a long way for someone to go get it.
Yep.
Because his dogs aren't going to be able to get that far with all this shooting, I don't think, is my thought.
Is your
behind
hope. Yeah.
that. Yep. And my big unit of 4 trolls.
Yes, it's
big
massive.
unit of
It's
massive,
massive.
unit of 4 trolls
Massive.
holding the center.
You have
Trolls-
6 of those, don't you?
I have 5.5.
5.5.
I can't find one
Oh,
guy.
you lost a troll.
I have.
Escaped. You
He's
have
escaped.
escaping control.
It was during the time I moved, so I mean it's got to turn up somewhere. But
I
I've
see.
looked, I can't find it.
So the
Anyway,
whoever has your old house has a troll sitting on their shelf.
somebody might have a troll.
They
on
don't
their
they
shelf.
don't know what it is, but they like the paint job.
Exactly. Anyway, there's the 2 cave goblin units and the common goblin units in the middle.
Okay.
Again, I got pyromancy, so kind of using this field as a defensive object. If I can get him into that field, then flaming gets to reroll.
Right.
I've got the flaming sword spell, which strength 3 against his toughness and armor is not really going to do much. But if I get to reroll the wound, at least it maybe gets 1 extra wound through.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the thought anyway. So there's the overall look.
These guys had shields,
Yes, they all have shields.
so the 3 ups. Yeah.
Yeah, they're tough. Vanguard, wolves came up there. You can see he's moving his wolves up a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And there we go. So, starting out on turn 1, he came up.
So my question: he's named all of his guys, and the names are so you can read them.
Correct.
Are they named on the backside too? So
No,
can
he
read
just
them?
knows.
He just knows them. Yes, of course.
He's very familiar with them and he knows them all.
Of course.
And they all are his friends, and he talks to them every night, I believe.
Yeah.
So he came up aggressively with the dogs. The warriors on the far left came up as far as they could. The other ones on the left came up as far as they could. Unfortunately, he'd started those in the water, and you can't march if you do that.
Yeah, the one starting the water.
Over here, these guys did not. The big guys in the center didn't come up quite as far as they could. They wanted to stay within. They wanted to keep the war wagon right along with them.
Uh-huh.
So, kind of held back a bit. And do I got anything from the other side? And on the other side, that's where he came up. So his general's back here in the back, on the top by the war wagon. BSB on the other side of the war wagon. And this is his mage on a disc, which is his copter guy.
Mm-hmm.
His mage does it, Warriors of Dark Gods mage still have 3 up, still have the magic, the really good
You know
armor.
what? You know what lore path he took? I'm sorry.
alchemy.
Alchemy, of course. Okay.
He took alchemy. No, sorry, I'm wrong. He took shamanism.
Oh, okay.
He took shamanism because his favorite spell is the bears, the summon the
Yeah.
whatever that totemic summon
It's
spell.
it's a wonderful spell.
Yeah, I mean he counts on that to deal with war machines.
I suspect it'll go away, but
Oh, the totemic summons.
yeah.
I would expect it to. So there you go. That's how he came up. I move forward myself on the bottom of turn 1. He's got he's got no shooting other than his swarm of insects.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only shooting spell he has, I believe.
Yeah.
So I don't know what he did. Oh, he wounded me. He did cast his swarm of insects on me,
Ah, okay.
which I'm not sure how now that I see that he's out of arc.
The
Okay. Anyway, he put the swarm of insects with me, which not only gives me the 2 wounds, but it also
Plus
minus
hit.
1 to be hit.
Yeah.
Minus 1 to hit until I move, which means I can't fire.
Right.
So, anyway. Yeah, I don't think I moved at all on the left side.
Mm-hmm. No reason to.
So I fire off a get launcher and managed to kill 1 wound on his big guys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did I kill 1 and a wound? He started with 6, didn't he? Or 5?
I think it was 5.
5. Okay, yeah, there's not enough room for another one there. You sure about that? Back up. Yeah, 5. So I did a mighty wound to him.
Mm-hmm.
Taught him a lesson. Scared him off.
Yeah.
I fired a unit of bows and managed to kill 2 of his dogs with 30 shots.
And they ran away.
And they ran.
Well.
They were just out of 12 of his guy for the reroll, but they're way out of the general's range.
Yeah. Leadership's not their thing.
and leadership is not their thing.
Yeah.
So they turned and headed off towards the back. The other side, it's hard to see, but my wolf riders have moved around on the top right. Wolf raiders,
Yep.
goblin raiders, have snuck around behind the building, and I think they picked off a dog, single dog. There's one missing.
Yep. There is already 7 there.
Yep. There you go. There's the other. I put the hex marker on me so I would remember that I
Right.
can't shoot. I mean, -1 to shoot. Other than that, that's about it. I think this is back to his turn.
So you opted to shoot with the -1 and not move.
I did.
Mhm.
Because I think he had.
The guy
I
within
think I
12?
shot at this guy here at the corner of the
Yeah,
building.
because within 24.
Because he was within 24, so I could still hit him on a 5.
Yeah.
And otherwise, I would have moved. I probably would have been better off moving now and getting it over with, but
Mm-hmm.
I did not. Anyway. I was just hoping to really hurt stuff on the way in, and like I
Right.
said, you can see from the shooting it's done not much. Now he does have hard target with everything within, I think it's 6 of the war wagon.
Yeah.
Gets hard target.
And you don't tend to get a lot of effect with the first round of shooting.
Yeah, but I would think the
You blink here and there. I mean, you get a lot of 5 action going on.
get launchers, I think, because that's a 5 followed by a 5.
Yeah, they're better. Yeah.
But I would expect to do a little bit better in those. But he had the hard target, and
Yeah.
I was concentrating on the guys in the middle because I really wanted to knock them down.
Yeah.
And there we go. This is bottom of turn 1.
Who'd you target your splatter on? Do you remember?
The guy out there on the far left
Okay.
is BSB,
Okay.
because he's not a flyer, but he's over there by his own. He doesn't have the -1 to hit
Yeah.
protection, so I only needed a 5 rather than a 6 to hit
Right.
him.
Right.
Everybody else I was going to need a 6 to hit,
Mm-hmm.
except for the guy on the. Probably should have targeted the guy on the right corner. Maybe I did. The flying guy on a disc, because he would have done extra wound to him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I believe they all have 4-up saves, ward saves.
So that guy on the ground,
He's on the
he's on the copter.
disc, the copter.
Okay.
So on turn 2, I think I took that picture late because he's already moved on
Yeah.
the last picture. He tried a very long charge off the top of the hill down into my trolls.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he needed to roll like an 11 or something.
Mm-hmm.
He did get a good distance out of it. He rolled a 6 and something, but he did not make it, as you can see. Everything else closed in. My get launch on the back bottom left of here, which you can't see off the bottom left of the table, misfired on its first shot and could not fire the first or the second turn because of that. And his warriors, you can see the warrior units over on the far left warrior unit said, "Oh, he can't shoot," so he's kind of headed more in towards the center of the board. I don't know why, but anyway. I mean, he didn't. He's pretty much the same distance he would be from it. This gives him more options, I think.
Yeah. But he doesn't really want to send his warriors over there.
He doesn't want to send a warrior after a get launcher.
Yeah.
It's a 200-point get launcher, and the warriors are much more than that.
Yep.
So
His dogs rallied though, so
you can see back there his dogs have rallied. He got the re-roll from the BSB this time on the rally.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't think he was within 12 of the general on the other side, but they still managed to rally. And moving on to turn 2. What have we done? Okay, let's see if we get see if the picture of this, because I took the picture of the turn late. Okay, so you can see where his dogs are on the top right.
yes.
The back of their base is sticking out just behind the building.
Mm-hmm.
So the raiders can charge them. I can only get one in, but it'll be a charge, a flank, and a goblin and a wolf versus a wolf.
Right.
So when I declared the charge, he elected to flee, and he fled from that spot and ended up all the way over here. This unit here by the water.
Okay.
I mean, because he fled through.
Yeah.
This is the first spot. He had a spot to stop.
Oh, yeah.
So he redeployed this unit completely to the opposite side of the board, which actually probably gave him an advantage.
Yes.
because there's nothing they were going to do on that side.
Yep.
These dogs over here, I think this was the turn they were okay. No, these dogs over here decided they were going to join them
Okay.
and head out despite the reroll. Their only leadership, I'm going to say 6,
Are they that high?
maybe 5s or 6.
Yeah.
So now both units of dogs are heading out. Over here, I've redeployed my trolls just a bit so that if they get charged, it's going to be in the front and this unit's going to be stuck in the field.
Mm-hmm.
And if they charge the trolls, of course, they're going to be stuck in the field with this big unit of goblins on their flank. I think the trolls can hold up to a turn for a turn. It's probably wishful thinking. But he's 50. He's only going to get 3 on me.
It's all about the 4-up regen.
Yeah, you can only get 3 of them on me is the big thing.
Mm.
Because of he's 50 millimeter bases and I'm 40s.
Right.
So, anyway. That's where that goes. He's cast the curse of something on the spider to give it the -1 to hit with his magic.
Mm.
I don't worry about the dangerous terrain, but the other part of it, -1 to hit, is not good. So Skewer fires and plinks off a dog, one of these big guys, and I think did an extra wound.
It's flank shot?
It was a flank shot.
Okay.
So knocked him down to 3, did 2 extra wounds actually.
Yeah, because we only had 1 wound on him, right?
And then the Splatterer fires, but only does a single wound to this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an old Volton model.
It is, and that's his name too.
Yeah.
As opposed to the guy over there who's Otto Tobias.
Yes.
And you can see my shooting over here on the warriors have just really hammered them on the left, even with the 3-up armor saves. Get launcher
He seems to be
misfires.
facing the wrong direction.
He does that a lot.
Yeah.
I'm not happy about it, but he does that a lot. 30 bow shots took out 5 warriors over here on the left, which is good shooting.
Yeah, I would think so.
The rest of the shots
That's long range?
5s, 5s to hit, 5s to wound.
Yeah.
And then 3s to save. So yeah, they got stuff through.
Yeah, actually got like 1.
It happens.
Yeah, it does happen.
Moving on to his turn 3. He tries to charge my trolls again. He's really angry at the trolls. The guy wizard on the disc decides to charge into my whatever that is, my skewer. He's not happy with it. Guys in the field, they fail and they come forward a bit. But he does not fail. And of course I've managed to line up my Cave Nasher hero.
Right behind him.
Correct. So that's convenient.
Well, it's hard not to.
It is with a war machine because you can mess around. Neither one of his units of dogs rallied on this turn.
Okay.
But but on the other hand, neither one managed to get off the board. The warriors over here came into the woods. There they go. And with their big guy hiking along with them. So now the warriors see the Git launcher is reloaded, so they kind of turn to face it. To head over that way. These 5 are facing the cave goblins. If you notice, he's all got more than half the models in the woods, so he gets the -1 to be shot at.
Yep.
Big unit of warriors, other unit of warriors coming out from
Slows
behind.
him down though.
It does slow him down. Well, it doesn't slow him down. And there we have that. As you can see, his general has moved over here on the right side to cover his flank because of all the nasty stuff over here.
Yep.
And my boar riders are just riding around, having a good time.
What are the victory conditions?
Not being shot at. They were scoring units. It was scoring units. And I believe he took I think he took all 3 units of my goblins.
Okay.
And I took 3 of his units of warriors.
Okay.
And there's this big guy. He summons out a bear, which is his totemic summons.
Right.
What? I've messed this up the whole time. This is his caster.
Oh, okay.
The guy on the disc is his lord. The guy on the disc that went after my skewer is the lord.
Oh, okay.
That is the caster. My mistake. So he summoned the bear back here. We go to shooting, and the bear does his breath weapon and does 3 wounds to the splatterer.
So you get one more shot.
So I've got one more shot before he charges me. The only thing I'm there, the only reason I'm still there is he can't charge me the turn he comes up.
Right.
Of course, his lord kills my splatterer, or my
Shocking.
skewer, and overruns into my cave gnasher.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on. And that's what we look like going into my half of the third. So my trolls have a short charge into the dogs. Spider elects needing a 10. Didn't want to go into the side of this guy. But he wanted... I don't know. Now I'm confused. Anyway. Spider didn't want to go into the side of him. He wanted to go... I wanted to go for the war wagon.
Yeah.
Because also the way the war wagon's angled, if I can hit the war wagon, if I can beat it,
You'll be in the back of
I can be in the back. I'll be on the flank of the other guys, the wolf rider guys, the big guys.
Oh, you'll be on the flank of them, not on
Yeah,
the, not
because
on
you
the
can see
rear.
where the corner is. I would overlap it so that I could hit
Yeah.
them. I could do it either way.
I mean, you don't
but
want to be. You don't want to be in the rear, but it looks like you.
Right.
It just looks neat.
It depends if I hit.
The photo looks like you are in the rear. So.
Yeah, well, depending if I hit the, and it's the more of the corner to corner stuff. If I hit back
Yeah.
here, I'll be in his rear. If I hit on more as far this side as I can without hitting them on the overrun, then I'm in their flank.
Oh, you won't hit the other guys.
I can manage it. I
Okay.
think.
They look close in the photo, so you can't.
They do.
You can't always tell from the photo. Yeah.
Yeah. And out here, a 9-inch. My other spider likes to go for a 9-inch charge into the front of the warriors. And the hopper wants to come in. We checked, and the giant cave gnasher can see this corner of the unit,
Okay.
and he can fit right there
Oh, okay.
in this back corner.
Okay. Doesn't look like it, but he can. Okay.
It doesn't look like it because of the photo, but
Yeah.
I picked, I marked the spot, picked him up, checked him, asked, my opponent, you agree with this? Yes. It's the back corner or the front corner? Anyway. And the trolls, of course, rolled a 3. So they're not going anywhere. The spider failed. The giant cave gnasher, didn't I go into the back of that unit? I guess I charged the wizard.
Yeah. Looks like the wizard.
Yeah. So over on the other side, I have my bad gets. I released one out towards these warriors in the woods and rolled about a 3, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
And I sent the other one. I said, okay, well, I'll send it out the other way and try to gum up these guys, and rolled like a 5.
Uh-huh.
So this is why I stopped using mad gets for a long time.
Well, you got to think about them as area denial.
Yeah, that was kind of the idea. But they denied nothing.
Huh.
So, but they are out there in front of me.
Yeah.
So somebody has to go through them to get to me. And
That's what I'm saying. You got it.
he's not going to want to send those 4 guys through.
Yep. Those are expensive guys to be sending through on one of those things.
Yeah, I must have charged. That's what I did. You know what? I charged the purple spider. The orange spider failed as well. But I charged the purple spider back here. And this guy was going to go hit there.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, now that I think about the orange spider was going to hit this front guy.
Ah,
He
okay.
needed a 9 to hit him.
I see.
Because I was planning on both them hitting, overrunning, and
Right.
both being there.
And crumpling those guys.
And eliminating them quickly.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't work out for me, but I did kill the guy. Did kill the mage. And managed my overrun into the side.
Okay.
Either killed him or beat him and ran him down.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure which at this point. But he's in here by himself, and that's not a really fun place for him to be. But I think he has to accept challenges if I issue a challenge.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
That means I only fight 1 instead of 2.
There's another Vulcan model. This
The
is
guy
like,
in the middle?
This is like the army of
Bolton
Vulcan.
army?
Yeah, they're all over the place. It's the third one I've noticed.
There we we go. And the rest of shooting, of course, brought his big dogs down to 2. Guys in the middle. Shaga and Chella.
Uh-huh.
His lord, of course, cleans up my Cave Gnasher and turns back into the center of the board.
Shocking.
Yeah. I was surprised that went badly for me.
Yeah.
And on turn 4, that's what we have. This is the overall view. Since he has a flank charge with his Vulcan in the woods,
Yeah.
His BSB charges me in the flank.
That's the Vulcan.
The warriors decide to charge into my Get Launcher in the bottom corner.
That looks very far.
It's a very far charge. I think he needed a 10 or 11. The Lord charged into the front corner of my Spider with an overrun. Of course, he's going to line up the overrun onto my Goblins. The 2 dogs in the center decide to go at my Trolls, which I'm very happy with because I've still got 2 Trolls. The War Wagon charged my Goblin Raiders who fled.
Okay.
And then he decided to redirect into my Spider. I'm not sure why he was redirecting into my Spider. I think he was in the position where he didn't think he was going to get away, and figured he would try to tie me up for a round.
Or was hoping he wouldn't make it.
Or hoping he wouldn't make it. Over here, one of his units of dogs have fled off the table. The other one didn't quite make it off.
Still running.
You can see they made it so far they hopped up onto that table over there on the left.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're so scared. Oh, sorry, they did rally. Look at that.
Okay.
One went off, one rallied.
He has a reserve.
This guy makes it in. I got no chance against him, but I'm going to be steadfast for a little while. It's the only thing I got going for me.
Right.
I mean, he's only a BSB, but still, he's going to chop up Goblins. Lord came into the flank. Lord's he's got a great weapon. He's going to hurt. He's got 5 attacks, hitting me on 3s or 2s, and with a great weapon, so wounding me on 3s, I think. And over here, I challenged. Did we do that fight? Okay. And this guy, of course, made it in. And the result of this combat, he killed a troll. He actually did 4 wounds, but if you can see, I did looks like 4 back to him. I think he counts what he has left.
Okay.
So I elected to puke on him and did 3. He must have had wounds on him coming in. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it must have.
Because I only had 3 to puke back on him.
Mm-hmm.
His lord over here came in and did 5 wounds to me.
Ouch.
But I did 2 to him.
Yeah.
So at least I hurt him. I reformed after it and blocked off the totemic summons from getting past me.
Right.
On his random move phase.
Yeah.
If I'm still there, of course. Over here, you can see I think he killed the back rank, so he killed 5. Elsewhere, he just came closer with the guys from the woods.
Couldn't reform.
Which one?
The Goblins.
And they failed their reform check.
Okay.
Yeah. And they are within BSB and general range, and they failed their reform.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the general has left the unit. You can see him hanging out back
General
here.
has left the unit.
Things are getting too close. It's about time for him to get out of there. So he goes back here. He's got an 18-inch bubble, so...
I'm shocked you haven't charged out front with them to lead your units like normally would.
It was tempting because I had a flank charge on this guy here in the field. But I figured my 4 strength 4 attacks weren't going to contribute a whole lot.
Power of the strength 4 attack.
Yeah, I managed to restrain for once. The Mad Gits. They were in a great position to do a lot of stuff. They both rolled double 6s and both died on the spot.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of doubles. That's a lot of CGL dice.
It is. So that was very disappointing.
Yeah, I could see that.
I was hoping, if nothing else, they would just kind of float around in the air.
Did he reform his dog over to get to the other side?
He did. He reformed his dog slightly. He's still touching all 3.
Yeah, I understand. But yeah.
He just shifted slightly to the left. Yes. Up on the top, my spiders come into his flank of his unit of warriors up top
Yep. To help out your boy.
to help out my boy.
Who couldn't beat? He could beat him. He could beat a
The chaos
WGG
sorcerer.
sorcerer, but he
Yeah.
couldn't beat a champion.
I could not kill a champion.
Yeah.
Well, come on, it's limiting. I only have 8 strength 6 attacks.
Yeah.
2 of those automatic hits, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's asking for a bit much, I think. Yeah, I was not thrilled with that. Meanwhile,
What's he doing up there?
my spider's got at this point has 2 wounds left.
Uh huh.
So my unit of cave goblins here
Mm-hmm.
decides to turn and face and launch their mad gits
Mm-hmm.
into the combat. And because it gets randomized,
Right.
I ended up killing his guy and putting another wound on my spider.
So one away.
So he's 1 away from dying, but I did get the big guy
But
off.
you got this general. Wow.
I got his general off me, which is very good.
That's surprising.
What's that?
You killed them.
It's a 4 to wound him, and he has a 1-up armor,
Figured you had a 1-up armor and a.
but he's -3 to that, so it's a 4-up armor and a 4-up ward.
Yeah.
So anyway, I managed to kill him.
Hmm.
The second, and with only the first one, the one on the
Yeah.
bottom
Yeah. I'm
right.
saying because only one of them did it. So
Yeah, the other one got launched just to try to get out of the way
Right.
of everything because I don't really want him anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile,
Something seems to be missing.
we crushed this unit of warriors. The spider held,
Mm-hmm.
was restrained, and
He
the
followed up and called.
cave nasher followed and caught him.
Okay.
Of course, the 40 shots from here and 40 shots from here whittle these guys down a bit with the artillery helping them,
Yeah.
bring them down to half strength. And my troll finally cleans up those guys.
So down to 1 troll,
He's the only guy left though,
but he got rid of those guys. Yeah. That's.
but he did. There was 2 of them, so they actually did a little bit more than I thought they would.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to turn 5. He tried to. What happened here? I did finally. Also, my goblins finally managed to turn to face down here on his BSB.
Right.
As you can see, they've slipped a wound through.
Yeah.
I've got what's the spell? The one that does basically a strength 4 hit to him at the step 0 of the combat.
Right.
Cascading fire.
You just got lucky.
Yeah, just got lucky and got a wound through. I'm not sure if it did it or they did it. Somebody got lucky and got a wound through.
Right.
To go with, or is that no? Sorry, that's still the wound he's been carrying
Okay.
from the catapult. Okay. Anyway, that's what it looks like going into his turn. His warriors are going to come in to help out his BSB. You can see a charge marker there on the bare corner.
Yes, I
and
see
the
it.
other warriors are going into the Git launcher. These guys are still in my front.
Yep.
Because when I reformed, I scooched down, even checked to see if I needed to go 6 wide.
They're going for the troll.
They go for the troll. The bear decided he would hurl himself and try to do a final wound.
Final wound on you.
Even though I'm going to go first, he doesn't lose a lot of points from the bear.
Yep.
As in none.
And it may end up in the flank of your dudes too.
And could there, yes. And the warriors made it into the flank of my troll.
Was it the flank?
Oh,
or
it's the
just
front.
facing that way
It's the
because of
front.
his hand.
Yeah, he was pointing at them.
Yeah, the pointy
And
troll.
they didn't like that, so I turned him to the side.
Yeah, that bile spit stuff looks neat, but you can't put it on them because you can't line up.
It's
anything.
hard, yeah. It's hard to line them up when you do that. And of course, they made it into the Git launcher. Which
Okay.
Git launcher is going to be dead. This other unit of warriors continues in onto my flank
You killed your troll.
after they killed my troll. Over here, they killed a bunch and even knocked a bit off me.
I see that.
I think that's a goblin arm laying there.
Let's chop the guy's arm off.
It's very rude.
Yeah.
I'm not very happy with the way he was treating me there. Oh, they did overrun and make it, I guess. Or I charged him.
Yeah, it looks like you
This is the
charged,
next turn. I
'cause
charged him, and the
I was-
guy Hopper came into the
I
side.
couldn't tell if you were in the flank or in the front, but yeah.
Because I need this unit to die.
For standards.
What's that?
For standards.
For this is one of the ones I selected as his scoring units. Correct.
Banners, whatever that.
Yeah, banners.
Cool.
So going on to turn 6.
Oh, I see a totemic summons in the wrong part of the table.
What's that? Oh, yes. The bear got picked up.
So the spider ate the bear. Okay.
Spider ate the bear. The war wagon tried to march as far as it could to get away from the spider, and did. My spider just turned around and followed it.
Start blinking at him with bow shots.
Just tiny bow shots that aren't going to do much, but I just need to catch
Some goblins seem to be missing.
These guys finally crushed off my goblins. And for some reason, my general has rejoined this unit just in time for his BSB to come in and help him out.
Yeah, we missed.
We missed a turn. The turn I came in and charged with him, I did no wounds.
Oh, okay.
Because he had 4 guys and I did absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
The next round of combat, he charged in to help me, to help these 4 guys, and just try to break me before the game's over.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see that they're just chopping away. They only killed 5 guys because he spent. Oh, what he did. Sorry, my mistake. What he had done is the BSB came in and charged the Nasher.
Right.
And killed him at the end of combat. Overran into the goblins.
Okay.
So he's there for the bottom of 6. It'll be the only turn he gets to fight against the goblins.
Did he fight that second?
No. Well, it was all one big fight. He killed the Nasher.
Yeah.
He kills the Nasher at the end of the combat.
I see.
He's left out, does the overrun.
Right. I understand what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, that's right. They were in the flank. Yeah,
right.
Okay.
Warriors over here, I tried to shoot them up with remaining artillery and spells, but can't do any, can't get them down enough. The Gargantula does manage to go into the war wagon.
Mm-hmm.
And kills it, which is great. But other than that, the other combat stayed the same. I challenged off his, where was it? This guy out here in the field. I still had a Shady Get left, and he has no champion. So the Shady Get challenges off this guy, and he kills a bunch of me, but it doesn't matter.
Okay.
My general's out here, but he can't kill him. My general rejoined the unit a turn ago, just in time to get squashed.
Yeah.
So he does have his BSB left, but I did get his general. I did get his mage. Got his war wagon. Unfortunately, I left 3 of those warriors left. So it ended up being won by 13 something. 13, looks like 1380 something. 1380 exactly. So it was a 13-7 win for me. I came 3 guys short of getting his victory conditions. He, of course, didn't get his.
Yeah.
So it ended up being a 7-13 overall, which was fine for me against warriors.
Yeah.
I didn't think I would do well versus them. They're a big, scary army.
They are. He didn't have he had a lot of dudes, though, so.
He had a lot of warriors, correct. And he failed a couple early charges. First, he made the charge. He shouldn't. I don't think he should have made the first long charge he tried with the big guys.
Well, he seemed to be afraid of your shooting. He was moving. Like on the one time, he slowed down to go for. He used the woods for cover instead of.
Rather than just ignoring it and coming full bore at me.
Get position and.
Right.
I mean, and even the first turn, he could have moved his big dogs instead of charging turn. Yeah, turn
Correct.
one. Turn 1. He didn't advance them hardly. He only advanced them to the top of the hill.
Correct, because he wanted to keep them back for some reason.
He was worried about the protection, I guess, and which also slowed down those warriors. They stayed in the back. So.
Right. Yeah, had he moved forward to those first 2 turns full force,
I
would have been in big trouble.
I think that would have been harder for you. Yeah.
But anyway, so 13-7. Look at that.
There
a
you
win
go.
for the Goblins.
Yay!
And we're not Orcs and Goblins anymore. We're Goblins.
You're Goblins and Orcs.
We're just Goblins.
No, you got some Orcs.
There are some Orcs, but
there are some Orcs.
They were on tour.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, that'll do it for that one. Thanks for listening.
Till next time.